hours today. So that's where we're at. And for everybody who shows up, there is a cancellation letter here. But if you read in the cancellation letter, it just says that the special meeting has been canceled. And here's the problem with that, everybody, just so you guys can understand my perspective. When we're having meetings and they call in special meetings, they're saying that they couldn't make the regular meeting, and so they're going to make a special meeting just for tonight, or just for today. And if that meeting then gets canceled for whatever reasons, right, there's no one to be held accountable for not having the meeting, okay? So let's say Commissioner A or Board Member A can make it. Board Member B, Commissioner B can make it, right? But then we have one rogue commissioner on a board or a commission, and they just don't show up. And then quorum gets hit, where we're canceling meetings, even special meetings, where there's no accountability to it, right? And that's what this paperwork says right here, is that there's no accountability, and we can just cancel meetings without holding anyone accountable to either showing up or not showing up. And so, like, let's say we had a meeting, right? And then a board member didn't show up. Well, then they would get hit with the question, was it an excused absence or was it unexcused? And so what city clerk does, or what they do when they're canceling meetings like this, they're removing the accountability portion to the meetings. And so they get to cancel any meeting they want without telling us, without having a vote on why they didn't have the meeting, right? And if there's shenanigans going on, how am I supposed to prove it? They won't even tell us why they're canceling the meeting. So, you know, this is something I've been working on for like 2 years now, is to figure out how we've gotten to this point where we can cancel meetings and there's no accountability. Like zero. And, you know, I'm trying to be fair with everybody in that idea of, like, I can understand the absences. This is a same day cancellation. 3-hour notice cancellation. Okay? You know, some of us have schedules. Let alone, this is a special meeting, right? Scheduled for 6 p.m. It doesn't tell you the time they canceled it. But I can tell you, per the email I received, that I received it at 3 o'clock, right? So, now what I have to do, and I hope city clerk's listening, PD, everybody, I hope you're all listening, because every time you guys do this stuff, I'm going to start CPRAing everybody's information to why they couldn't or could be at the meeting. And then we're going to start figuring out who's canceling all these meetings. Because I came to stream a meeting. I didn't come here to waste my time to check on this basic paperwork that should be done anyways, but it should be done more transparently. Okay? Like, this should not even be a question or a concern to everybody. It should just be understood that if you guys are going to cancel a meeting like this, what's the reason why you guys canceled the meeting, right? It just has been canceled? No, it's because of no quorum. So who's not showing up? That's what I'm here to call out on everybody right now. Who's not showing up? Who is it? You know, it'd be easier if you just self-identified yourself and I didn't have to go through all the paperwork and figure out who's getting our meetings canceled. Okay? And this is not left nor right. This is about accountability to the people appointed to these. This is a Measure P meeting. This has to do with tax dollars. They didn't have the regular meeting. They made a special meeting and then canceled it the same day as the meeting. And then don't even tell us why it's canceled. They just say it's canceled. So when I talk about accountability and transparency, I'm not joking. Like, this is accountability and transparency. Is it on the city's half? No, they're doing the bare minimum to then say, well, we put up the sign. We put it up on location. That's required. No, what's required is you tell us why this meeting is canceled 3 hours before the meeting, not just that has been canceled. That is not a reason. You know, maybe it's staff that's canceling the meeting. Oh, we couldn't make it. Da da da. Maybe it's a commissioner. They had an emergency. We don't need to know the emergency. We just have to know no quorum. Right? But this is the city's facade, right? They don't want to write no quorum because you know what that means. It means people didn't show up to the meeting. That's what that means. No quorum. And so they won't write that on that piece of paper because they don't want you to know why it's canceled. They don't want you to know why I'm not live streaming tonight this important meeting, okay? They want you to know nothing. They want you to go, oh, it's canceled, and just move on with your life. Well, that's not what I do. What I do is I show up, I record this stuff on location and make sure that I tell everybody what's going on. And then I explain to you my position. And I have a feeling that if we went through these cancellations, we'd find a common person who's getting the meeting canceled. But without that, everybody's just getting excused absences for the day. Everyone. It's a blanket excuse. It was canceled. Same day. Well, I find that unacceptable, personally. Like, especially a special meeting. A special meeting is scheduled outside of a regular meeting schedule and is specifically requested to have. It's not like this is a regular meeting. Okay, so when they agreed to have this special meeting, do you think they didn't ask all the people on the board or the committee or the commission? Do you think they didn't ask anyone? Because this is an oversight committee, right? And they like to say, well, committees don't have to follow the rules. You know, they have different rules. And everything is, oh, well, it's an excuse. We can do that. It's not an issue. We could do that. Well, it is an issue. And I'm going to point out the issues to the public and make them aware of the stuff that I'm finding when I have a cancellation same day and then there's no reason why. No reason. So I put in my complaint. I suggest everyone call in and put in complaints. Because this isn't transparent. Let alone there's no accountability to people canceling meetings. And I saw all these cop cars over here, so I'm coming over here to zoom in a little bit for you guys so you can see them too. But we're at Public Works right now. And so this is one of their parking lots that the employees come and park in. But I saw a bunch of vehicles, looks like to be CVPD vehicles. And so I just walked over here for that. But like I said, you can see there it says Public Works on the little sign right there. Right there. That's the road to the dump. I know, the dump. That doesn't sound good, but that's what we call it. And then this is the administration building where the meeting was supposed to be held tonight. And I had a feeling they were going to put up the paperwork. You know why? Because they know I'm coming to check their paperwork, right? Like, you think they just all of a sudden started doing this? No, yeah, they haven't been doing it. And now that I'm doing this, they're having to do this stuff, right? Well, we got a couple more changes coming this year, and I hope everybody in the city clerk's ready to make those changes. We're talking about public participation virtually. We're talking about more accountability to people that are appointed. We're talking about accountability to more of the council members who want to construe laws to their favor while ignoring the fact that there's other laws. All right? So, you know, Mr. City Attorney, I hope you're paying attention, because your re-election already happened, and we're going to be with you for 4 more years, right? So everything that's coming out right now, I'm telling you, this is why I do what I do, all right? Because you guys take advantage of people in the idea of our scheduling, and then you cancel meetings the day of the meeting, and then you go, oh, no big deal. We don't have to tell them anything. We're just going to hide it. According to the Brown Act. According to the Brown... No, we're not talking about according to the Brown Act, all right? We're talking about accountability to these people, right? It just says, has been canceled. That's your guys' definition of an excuse. Well, the next time we don't pay our taxes, it has been canceled. You gonna accept that one? It has been canceled. We'll just say that right back to you. Oh, we had a contract? Well, it has been canceled. I know you guys don't like it when I'm showing the truth to everybody, but that's what I'm here to do. Here to bring the people live information. And nobody was going to talk about this. You won't see this on KUSI. You won't see this on any of the ABCs, NBCs. They're not here working Chula Vista. They're not here showing up at this meeting. They're here saying, get along to get along. And we're hanging out a couple minutes and seeing if any of the people show up for this meeting, because I'm going to be interested to find out who knows it's canceled. You know? I'll be interested to know who thinks there's still a meeting today. Because as a member of the public, we don't get anything but an email notification, right? We check the calendar, and then, you know, it changes 3 hours before the meeting, and that's enough time, but yet you guys warned us that there was a meeting. I mean, like I said, I'm here to show you guys what is actually going on. And so we'll hang out. We got like 8 more minutes before the meeting was supposed to have started, and we'll see who else shows up. It'll look real good when people are showing up for a meeting that's been canceled. You know? Like that's the confirmation that I need that the outreach isn't enough, and that there should be more accountability to canceled meetings other than has been canceled. So we'll just hang out here a couple more minutes, see who shows up. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get a commissioner to show up, because they thought the meeting was still happening. You know, they get phone calls. Members of the public, we got to catch up with everything and hope and pray that they update the website and update the calendar and update all these things, which 2 years ago they weren't doing. So, appreciate all you guys for tuning in right now. This is supposed to have been a Measure P meeting tonight. And, you know, it's one thing. You get one thing. Yeah, you put up the paperwork on location. Good job. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you want me to say, staff, good job. You put up a piece of paper. Did you fill out the paperwork correctly? In my opinion, no. You're not giving anyone a reason. Right? You're just, it's bare minimum, and you did enough. It's the same thing. I walk in and I tell, you know, people who work at the city, hey, the doors are locked. Can we get someone to open them? Oh, go tell CVPD. That's their meeting. Go in there, tell CVPD. They handled it. Was who messed up the scheduling on the locked doors, right? Oh, like that's never happened before. Yeah, it happens all the time. And then I'm the one to point out stuff because everybody else would have been locked out of the room. And they keep telling me, use the other door, use the other door, use the other door. No, the door's open, all right? And then you can hear him in my stream. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, thanks. But don't worry, we'll just dig a little deeper into all of these people's emails, the telephone calls that they're making to each other. We'll dig right into all of it. That's what's coming, people. Like, this ain't gonna be no walk in the park this year. We've been doing this for a little while now, so we have a good gauge on where exactly to go now. And if the city clerk's office wants to play games and go has been canceled, I'll play the same game with them and put in CPRA requests on every same day cancellations. And then who's going to do the work? You guys are, city clerk. You've enticed me to try to figure out why. Right? And so now that I'm here going to figure out why, I guess you guys are going to do the part of telling me why. Because all of this is public documents. And if any of you have any questions on this matter, please direct it to the city clerk's office and get some questions answered about the Measure P meetings being canceled the same day of the meeting. I'll show you once again. There's who's signing the paper under perjury. Look, we got more people. Is it like that they're showing up for a meeting? Huh, it sure does look like they're showing up for a meeting. Isn't that what you wanted to see, city clerk? You wanted to see the meetings, right? Are we all here for a canceled meeting? Oh, you don't think so? What's your name?
Rosina.
Rosina, it's good to see you. I appreciate your, diligence coming to a canceled meeting.
Okay.
Do you have any comments for the city clerk's office not reaching out to the board members or commissioners, committee members?
No. I mean, I haven't checked my messages if it was canceled.
Right. Yeah, well, it changed 3 hours before the meeting.
Oh.
That's enough notice, isn't it?
No, we did get a cancellation. There was someone that was sick, so maybe they didn't reach quorum.
Right, yeah, they don't even put no quorum here. It's kind of interesting, huh?
Okay, so maybe we didn't reach quorum. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just here to show like I said, it's all locked. Everything's, yeah. It's good to see that I have some backup here in the confusion with stuff, though. And hopefully we can get this rectified with the city clerk's office and everybody with planning.
Yeah, sounds
because
like we didn't have quorum.
Why should we waste our time coming here, right? When they're going to change the meeting 3 hours before it.
Sorry you feel that way.
Well, and I'm not trying to push that onto you. That's my opinion, right? But it was just interesting that we're having committee members showing up to a place that has a cancellation of meeting 3 hours before the meeting. Hello. How do you feel about a 3 hour notice cancellation to a meeting that we're all supposed to be at right now?
Oh, well, I guess I got 3 hours back in my day.
Right? Would have been nice if It
would have been nice to notify. I was wondering because there's nobody here.
Yeah, well, I'm here.
You're here. Yeah, I didn't mean to say you're nobody.
No, but
yeah, there was like 3 cars here, and it's like, wait a minute, aren't there like 8 people supposed to be here, or 10,
right.
whatever?
How are we supposed to hold commissioners or committee members accountable if nobody has to file a absentee report today, though? You see what I'm saying? When they blanket cancel meetings,
right.
All of you guys get a free pass.
Yeah,
and it sucks because 2 of you showed up here, and I want to give you guys credit. That's why I'm trying to show you guys on camera,
on the committee,
because you
represent.
understand that they scheduled this special meeting. This isn't even a regular meeting.
That's right. They called me and asked me when I could come. Yeah, and then it was canceled. And yeah, I'm so busy I didn't get a chance to read my email. So I guess I got 3 hours back in my day now, so I can work on other things.
Right, but wouldn't it be nice to know, like, if we're going to cancel meetings, that we're not just canceling them row after row after row, blanketly,
right.
And then no one gets held responsible for not having quorum at a tax meeting.
Yeah, it seems kind of suspicious. It does seem kind of suspicious. I'm running for city council. I think this is supposed to be my last meeting. So anyways, I'm running for city council, Greg Martinez for city council, and I think these meetings matter, these commissions do matter. It's an entryway to a political office in Chula Vista, And you should look at the candidates who've participated in some of these committees. Like the mayor, I think, was on the planning committee, a very important committee, you know. And I've learned a lot about the city here. But yeah, this is a little bit unusual. So like you say, they scheduled a special meeting, because I was out of town last week for the normal meeting. I told them in time. And then they scheduled a special meeting. I think, okay, well, definitely, you know, I don't have anything else on the agenda, so here I am. And like you say, canceled.
So, my biggest thing is same-day cancellations, right?
Same-day cancellations.
Like, if we canceled maybe a day before, it gives us all a little time to catch up to that schedule,
That's
right?
right.
But a same-day cancel 3 hours before the meeting,
Yeah,
and they
3
just
hours.
don't appreciate the public's time, or let alone the committee members'
Yeah.
time. So,
Yeah,
you know, I'm
that's
just
not
here
good.
to highlight that,
Yeah, that's
and then
not
raise
good.
awareness that this is something that needs to get addressed here in Chula Vista.
It should be addressed. Yeah, that's kind of not the right way to run a city. So I don't know what the reason was that they gave, but
If you don't believe me, the cancellation paper's on the door,
well, I
luckily.
don't see anybody. Yeah, we can go check it out.
Yeah,
We can leave my computer.
I don't want you to take my word for it.
No, I can see like there's only your car and mine, so
Yeah.
chances are,
She just saw it right now.
everybody came in an Uber.
She just saw it right now. So it's good that, you know, I got that for her. And I just want you to see it. And I want to make sure I capture that moment on camera because, like I said, it's important, these meetings.
They are, yeah. These meetings are important. I've
And
heard a lot of stuff.
It's also important to highlight the people who show up to the meetings.
Right, and I've only missed one meeting. That might be I think the last meeting was the only one I missed. Might have been. I've been here like 8 years on this committee. So, okay. Okay, on July 23rd. So yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that it was canceled on such a short.
But look what they do. They go, has been canceled. That's their excuse. Not no quorum, right? Like if you guys showed up for the meeting and then you didn't have a quorum, they would have to cancel it and then write no quorum.
Right.
But because they cancel it 3 hours before the meeting, they don't have to write no quorum. And that seems disingenuous.
It does. It's a little bit, misleading as to what happened. So, well, sorry to hear it was canceled, but
No, I
guess I'll
appreciate
get
you
back
showing
on
up.
Monday.
Like I said, my job here right now is to highlight the people who show up, even at a canceled meeting.
yeah. Well, but I guess it's time to head home now. So, but yeah, I always made it a point to come to these meetings, and I noticed, you know, a lot of people didn't come, and several meetings were canceled because of lack of quorum. But you know, we had a pretty good core group left, and you know, I was assuming we would have a meeting today because it was a special meeting. I thought maybe we were going to talk about something
Special.
special. I heard that they were talking about moving the Pangea complex funding, you know, through this group, like funding it with Measure P funds.
Right.
So I don't know if that's true. Actually, I asked them last time and they said no. But yeah, so I mean, everybody knows that infrastructure is a big hot topic here. It's one of the pillars of my campaign. And, you know, Mayor McCann, that's one of his big things that he talks about. And they've done the Pangea, they're talking about the Pangea, you know, they've done the Gaylord, obviously. And they're talking about Amaro Bay and Bay Point, two nice new housing projects over there that's going to transform the Bayside. And it's going to be really, really nice. Yeah, and then the sports complex, they were trying to lure some teams or some leagues over there. And, you know, that Chula Vista, my view of Chula Vista, it should be one of the top cities in California, right? There's no reason we can't be, you know, like a Carlsbad or, you know, like Costa Mesa or one of the very, very nice cities in California. We deserve it here in San Diego. We deserve it, you know, and especially in South Bay. You know, a lot of people say, hey, south of 8 is not that great, whatever, you know, but I believe in the people of South Bay, and I know they want to live the American dream, the truly American dream. And you know, some people are concerned about growth. Growth is already here. You know, if you just go to Costco, probably right now, you know, the lines are so long now on the Costco on 8th Street, and there's more traffic. So I know this area is thriving, it's growing, and we deserve to have top infrastructure, and we're getting it. And I want to continue that and make sure that Chula Vista is one of the top cities to live and work in the state of California, honestly, and the whole West Coast.
And one more time, you're running for
City Council for District 1. I'm running for City Council, Chula Vista.
and then
District
what's
1.
your website so people can check it out, because it's at least filling time here to get some you know, audience to you and see who you are.
Thank you, Robert. It's gregforchulavista.com. So www.gregforchulavista.com. And I'm a 20-year resident of Chula Vista. I built a business here. I raised my family here, and I have a home here that we've lived in for over 20 years. I have experience for a long time volunteer on this group, 8 years here, and then I've been on the Community Homeowners Association where I live for 4 years, two years, several years ago, and the last 2 years. So I really believe in Chula Vista. It's a great place to live, and I want to pass on a great place to live to my children and all the residents, the people moving in from other states. A lot of military members that we really appreciate come to San Diego, for the military, and a lot of them settle here in Chula Vista. And I want to just thank you all for your service. And I want to help build the type of city you can be proud of, the type of city that you sacrifice your time, your efforts, and maybe even suffered an injury for, or maybe somebody in your family might have paid the ultimate price. That's what Chula Vista is about. So I want to bring those kind of values back. I think the person that's in office right now is not doing that whatsoever. In fact, she's probably the polar opposite of everything I just said. So I'm your neighbor, and I'm a graduate of USC. I'm a CPA, well educated. I know about finances, and I can express myself clearly. So I'm really hoping to get your support, honestly. And I want to thank you all for.
Oh yeah, I know it's off the
Robert,
cuff.
for being here
And I
appreciate.
appreciate.
I'll have to get a copy of that.
Yeah, I appreciate you showing up, and it's
Yeah,
good
no
for
problem.
people to see it in transparent live form, so that way
Yeah.
it's not unedited, raw in the moment.
Unrehearsed, right?
Yeah,
You
it's
didn't
just
know I was
I
gonna
didn't
show
know
up?
you were going to be here. Exactly.
Yep. So that's my car there. Nice energy saving, gas saving car.
Yeah, no.
Gas saving because it doesn't use gas.
We're gonna go ahead and end the live stream here because I think we're at 6:06, so nobody else is gonna show up. But if there's one other message you want to say, go ahead and end the stream with that.
Okay, well, just vote for me because I'm for you. I'm a fighter for you. I will take on the special interests. I'm not just going to sit back and be a rubber stamp to whatever some billionaire, in certain places wants to force on you against your will. I will stand up for the citizens of Chula Vista, and I'll put residents first. So vote Martinez City Council District.